you need time, I will. If you have your Bible, the Bible says, then Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, and the expression on his face changed toward Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He spoke and commanded that they heat the furnace 7 times more hotter than what it was usually heated. And he commanded certain mighty men of valor who were in his army to bind up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their trousers, their turbans, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's command was so urgent, and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire killed those men who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then King Nebuchadnezzar was astonished, and he rose in haste and spoke, saying to his counselors, did we not cast 3 men into the burning fiery furnace?
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fiery furnace? And they answered and said to the king, true, O king. The king looked, he answered, and he said, I see 4 men walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt, and the form of the 4th man is like the Son of God. And I want to read to you the 30th verse. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. Just for the time that is given to me, I want to talk to you today about the triple B's. I cannot burn, I cannot bow, and I cannot be. This story is about 3 young princes that were taken captive from the land of Judea by the king of Babylon. We know them as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They had names or ordained already by God before they were taken captive in the land of Babylon. First we have Hananiah, which means beloved of God. And we know him as Shadrach. Next we have Mishael, which means he who is like God. And his name in slavery was Meshach. And lastly we have Azariah. And his name was the Lord is my help. And we know him as Abednego.
My Lord.
So we see here, not only were they taken into captive, but the Lord had already had a hand in all of their affairs. Just by their names. I like to leave you point number 1. We cannot bow. We read in verse 1, King Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made a statue some 3 cubits high, and whose width was 9 feet. And you know, it was set up in Dura, the province of Babylon. It was not unusual for kings of ancient times to construct statues and monuments such as the one King Nebuchadnezzar had made in this verse. For example, we see the great sphinx in Egypt with this lion body and its human head that was constructed about 2500 BC. There we also see the Colossus of Rhodes that was built around 300 BC. And the statue of Zeus at Olympia, Greece, that was built 200 BC. But the Lord is the only God who is worthy of a statue. I don't know these statues to wake you up anymore. I don't know these statues to bless you when you call on his name. But he is the Lord only. But the Lord is the only God who is worthy of all the praise and all that. After building this image, the king Nebuchadnezzar, had ordered that all the high and mighty people from the east,
Yeah.
west, south, and the north to come and worship with him.
Yeah.
So in the time leading up to the day of dedication to this image, I hear him going to order when I hear him setting the order that when you hear the orchestra play, when you hear the instruments blow, I want you to bow and worship my God. I'm so glad that God put Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego in the midst of all these people to set that example that you can't bow before a false God. God is only worthy of all the praise. So the music has sounded everyone except three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, failed to worship the golden image that was set up before them. I see Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego not worshiping, but they were worshiping their own God. See, sometimes God has to put you in the midst of wrong that he can make you an example. God has to put you in the midst of some wrong-doing people that when they see you worshiping him, they might come and ask, what must I do to be saved? So under the order, they failed to worship and bow before the kings of men. Lord, sometimes they say, don't take all, sometimes they say, don't take all that to praise God. Sometimes people will talk about you because you're praising God. How many know that in the midst of adversity, God will stand with you? God will be with you. So they wanted to let everybody know that their worship was for real. And they were willing to die because God had given that gift to them. I see Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego standing before the king. Because he grew furious that they failed to worship and acknowledge his order that he had set up in the province of Babylon. You know, God had to give them strength. I don't know about you, but if I'm getting ready to be thrown into fiery furnace, I'm going to be crying, I'm going to be hollering, I'm going to be saying, Lord, why you forsake me? But not one time did they moan. Not one time did they cry. Not one time did they doubt God. But they said, "O King, if he does not rescue us, he is still able." And I know that they will. Number two, I can't bend. Because if we bend, that means we are submitting into what is already before us. When you bend, people say, I'm going to bend him. I'm going to make him weak. But if God is with you, they can't make you. So I see them telling King Nebuchadnezzar that I can't worship. So then Nebuchadnezzar thought he was going to scare them with some fire. He said, well, okay, I'll give you a second chance. And then if you fail to worship, I'm going to have to cast you into the fiery furnace.
My Lord.
But God had already been there. God had already allowed it and arranged this stuff to happen. Because he loves us so much, he has to allow something to happen in our lives. He has to allow our enemies to think that they have the victory, so that when they think that they have the victory, God is going to step in and get everything out of these people. So we can't give in to this word. The Bible says, come out from among them.
Yes, Lord.
Be separated. So they said they couldn't be. Thirdly, I'll never forget, I was watching basketball, and the team was losing by 20 points at halftime. And they looked like they were weak. It looked like they couldn't endure the rest of the game. But you know, I realized that when they go into halftime, they have someone prepping. When they go into halftime, they have a coach talking to them, telling them that you can do this. I'm with you. So I found out it's not the players that win the game, but it's the coach because they have a good coach. So tell your neighbor, it's not me, I have a good coach. And Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, they had a good coach. They were down at halftime, but the Lord lifted them up. The Lord lifted them up. God had to step in. God had to get the power, God had to get the glory, God had to get the omnipotent glory out of this rock.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
I hear them saying that I can't be. Not only can I not bow, but I'm not going to be. I'm not going to worship what can't wake me up in the morning. I'm not going to worship what's going to touch my heart in the morning and make me beat. So they can't be. They can't give in to what the world has thrown at them. And thirdly, I'm not going to be before you long. Thirdly, we can't burn. Thirdly, we can't burn. The Bible says if God be for you.
Sure now. Yes, Lord.
So not only does that mean that the fire can't be against you, but you know when you're thrown into a fire, you're going to die. Death couldn't get you. Because God had a hand in their favor.
My God.
And I hear them saying that I can't burn, I can't bow, and I can't be. Mind you that they were thrown into a fiery furnace 7 times higher than what it was supposed to be. But see, God was already working because 7 is a number of completion. God had to make them think that they had already lost.
Yes, sir.
So that when they go in the fight, He's going to be in that window.
Yes, sir.
So I can't bow, I can't bend, and thirdly, I can't burn.
My Lord.
I can't burn because God is touching me. He's pruning me.